obviously you've played with the team, but now being signed, what's different? What's the feel like, and what was today like here in Lumen Field?
Feels great, to finally be fully a part of the team for the whole year. As last year I only got 2 games in on the short-term loan, but I'm grateful for the opportunity. And training today was great. It's nice to train in this nice stadium, and yeah, I'm just ready to get to work. So.
You have quite a group of forwards and strikers here. Uh, what is it like, and do you learn from them? Do you try to observe what they do, certain things?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I'm always trying to learn every single day. Learning from likes of Will Bruin, Raul, Freddie. Just trying to pick up on what they're doing, see the type of positions that they take when they're playing. It really helps you to grow in your game quickly. So, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So.
The time last year, specifically, let's just throw out the Austin game, right? The getting a win in that game and having the success that you guys did in that game. How did that kind of boost you forward into not only the rest of the year but the off season and into this year?
Definitely was great for us to get the win there. It was a really young team, and it was kind of nerve-wracking to start that game like that. But I'm glad that we got the win, and it actually really helped all of us, I think, to get used to the team, to get used to the atmosphere. Austin had a great atmosphere, and there were a lot of fans there, so it's good to see what it's going to be like day in and day out, in an MLS caliber team. So.
And for you personally, you had a couple of really good chances in that game. For you personally, how much did that boost your confidence just as a player?
It really helped me. I try to look at every game and every single opportunity as the same. So I think when I was playing also in the USL, getting goals in there as well, it really helped to boost my confidence and to help me prove to myself that I can do this and that I'm capable of doing this. And so I think it really helped. But obviously playing in the MLS is completely different from playing in the USL, and so getting those opportunities in those games felt very well.
Talk about your time in the USL. Talk to us about Wade Weber and what he did to make you better as a player.
I really appreciate Wade because last season there was a lot of ups and downs. It was from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, but he really helped me to focus, really helped me to push myself to a limit that I didn't really know if I could get to. And he really helped me, the whole coaching staff, all of them, Josh Ford, Michael Morris, every single one of them, even to John Elson Bass helping us with video and things like that. It really helped me to, key in on the things that I need to work on in my game, and I really think that helped push me to the first team.
What did you have to work on in your game? What do you feel like you got really better at in terms of that?
Well, last season, I think my defensive responsibilities, I think I really improved on that. I think I really improved in different positions because I didn't only play striker. I also played as a number 10 as well. I also played on the side, on the wings. And so I think by them putting me in those different positions, it really helped me to, find different aspects to my game and better those areas.
You spent a few years in Europe. What was that experience like? And you obviously seem like you bounced around a little bit trying to find a team. Just kind of tell us about your experience there and what you learned.
Yeah, I had a lot of experiences in Europe. Had a lot of ups, had a lot of downs. I think it really helped me. I think the downs helped me more than the ups, to be honest. Just being able to be persistent, to keep working, to keep driving, even when the opportunities weren't there. I think leaving Europe and coming back to America was a bit of a crazy experience. Even though I am American and I was born in America, living in Europe for that long kind of changed my whole mentality. And then when I finally came back here, it took some time to adjust. But I think it really helped me being out there and playing in those lower levels to be a little bit more gritty, a little bit more hardworking when you finally get the opportunity to come to a team like the Sounders. So,
how did you end up in Europe?
Well, actually, when I was, I think 16 or 17 years old, I went to go and play in Dallas Cup. And I was actually seen by this, I don't know how I would call them. It was kind of like this scouting agency for Liverpool. And so they actually brought me out there, and I actually played out there for a little bit, trained. And then from there, I went to Portugal, and that was kind of the beginning of everything. But I was always going to Europe from when I was younger. My father would take me to go and play in little tournaments in England. And so from when I was like 9 years old, so I think that's kind of where it all started.
Were you, I mean, that's pretty young to move to Europe. Were you with families there, or how was the living situation?
No, I was not with family. I mean, when I had gone to live in Liverpool at that time, I did have a host family for the first year. But then after that, when I moved to Portugal, I was on my own from 17 up until 22 when I came back to America.
Do you think that experience was well? I mean, I would imagine you had to grow up fast. You had to learn to pay bills and get groceries, I guess.
Yeah, I had to learn how to cook for myself, had to learn how to clean for myself, had to learn how to, at the time, I couldn't even drive for the first year out there, so I had to learn how to take the bus you know, and so obviously doing that in England was a little bit easier because they speak English, but then when you go out to Portugal, you have to learn the language and then you have to, pick up on things, and so I think it really helped me though to be a little bit more independent and to learn how to do things on my own and not necessarily need as much help from other people, but I mean, you always need help from people, so.
Did you learn other languages while you were there?
Yeah, I learned a little bit of Portuguese. I also lived in Spain. I learned Spanish. And so living in Germany, I learned a little bit of German, but I would say that my strongest language outside of English is Spanish and then Portuguese.
And did you speak any other languages before you went?
No. I took Spanish in high school, almost failed that. But so yeah, I didn't really think I was going to be able to learn any more languages, but Spanish ended up becoming my best language outside of English. So I mean, God has a plan, I guess.
Being forced to cook your own meals at that age, do you like to cook now, or is it just thought of as the annoying thing that you've had to do?
Oh no, I love cooking. I will say it that I'm the best chef on the team.
What do you make?
100%. Yeah,
give us your best.
I can make anything, whatever you want. I'll make you filet mignon. It doesn't matter. I'll make you anything.
What are some of the goals you're trying to accomplish this year? Just give me a few. I mean, you got a lot of veterans in front of you. I mean, how do you balance competing to get on the field, or balance with respecting your elders, I guess you would say?
That's kind of difficult to say, the whole respecting of the elders things. Obviously, I respect the guys that are in front of me and the guys that have been here longer. But obviously, when you get out onto the field, it's a job, it's a competition. You got to work hard to get your spot. And so, but I will say that my goals for this year are to be the best player that I can be. I've only played 2 games in the MLS. I haven't really seen, what I can do. I know that I'm capable of doing it, and so I really just want to be the best player that I can be. I want to be the best teammate that I can be, and hopefully that will, come out to be scoring more goals and getting wins. And so that's the most important thing, I think, is to get wins and to be the best player that I can be. So.